address the devastating tornadoes and storms that have impacted many states throughout the South and the Midwest. As of this morning, more than 40 innocent lives have been lost, and many communities have been totally destroyed.
Karoline Leavitt addresses the tornado devastation and Trump's administration's response. A tragedy unfolds, 40-plus lives lost, homes gone, but how fast and effectively will help come? That's the real test.
President Trump ordered decisive military action against the Houthi terrorists in Yemen. These Houthi terrorists have engaged in piracy, violence, and terrorism against American ships for years under the Biden administration, costing billions of dollars and putting innocent lives at risk. Joe Biden's pathetic weakness invited these.
Trump orders military strikes against Houthis, calls Biden weak, and says there's a new sheriff in town. Trump throws down the gauntlet, direct action against the Houthis. But will this stop the chaos or escalate conflict?
President Trump signed a proclamation invoking the Alien Enemies Act regarding the invasion of the United States by the foreign terrorist organization Tren de Aragua. At the president's direction, the Department of Homeland Security carried out a counter-terrorism operation deporting.
Leavitt announces mass deportations of Tren de Aragua gang members. Trump is all in on deportations targeting gang members, but will the courts block his move? That's where the fight begins.
Meanwhile, the president's critics can't say the same. That same new NBC poll also found that the Democrat Party has reached an all-time low in popularity. It turns out when you let your hatred of President Trump get in the way of doing what is best for America, the people reject you. Who would have thought?
Leavitt cites NBC polls showing Trump's rising popularity, while Democrats hit an all-time low. Trump's numbers surging, Dems crashing? That's unexpected. But can he keep this up, or is it a temporary boost?
Rapists, murderers, kidnappers, sexual assaulters, predators who have no right to be in this country, and they must be held accountable.
And something different. There is now a member of the European Parliament from France who does not think the U.S. represents the values of the Statue of Liberty anymore.
Defense of deportations, stating they followed the law and saved lives. Critics cry due process violations. Trump says it's national security first. Who's right? Courts will decide.
And those consequences will be dire. That is a statement from the President of the United States just moments ago. I have nothing additional to share, but our message to Iran is you better take this president seriously, and I think the Houthis learned that the hard way this past weekend. As I said in my opening remarks, there's a new sheriff in town, and this president is not just going to sit on his hands and allow terror.
Trump warns Iran, every shot fired by the Houthis will be looked upon as a shot from Iran. Trump isn't bluffing, he just put Iran on notice. Will they back off or fire back? This could get intense.
Is it the president's belief that the Justice Department should be investigating members of the January 6th Select Committee? Is he directing the DOJ to do that?
As the president made it very clear in his address on Friday, I believe some of you were there, I was there, he made his vision for what he would like to see of the Department of Justice very clear, but he said that he has appointed great people, an Attorney General.
DOJ investigating January 6th committee and Trump questioning Biden's cognitive abilities. Tables turned. January 6th, investigators now under investigation. Political revenge or justice? You decide.
Guns across New York City took over an Aurora, Colorado apartment complex where they kidnapped and tortured victims. And by the way, many of you in the mainstream media said that didn't happen. It turned out that it did. And because of the effective immigration policies of this administration, those foreign terrorists were detained and they are no longer operating on American soil.
Leavitt defends mass deportation, saying terrorists are off American soil thanks to Trump. Trump says America is safer now. But is this just the beginning of another legal war? The debate is on. Big, bold moves, military action, mass deportations, and political battles. But is America back on track? Drop your thoughts below.